So, feels good to get out from behind that desk every so often. Switching it up a little bit here. What I want to discuss is the idea of big pharma holding back cures. Then, I want to discuss a little bit about what I think a cure actually is. A lot of people getting caught up with a sort of savior mentality when it comes to that four-letter C word there. But first, let's discuss big pharma holding back cures. So, in my perusings on the internet, on social media, the past few days, few weeks, I've seen a lot of people discuss that. They're saying, man, I really wish we'd get these cures released from big pharma because we got to end these diseases. We got to start healing again. We need the cures, you know? And some thoughts on this. First of all, actually, the idea of big pharma holding back breakthrough medical technologies, I fully believe, makes sense. We've got over here the deep state holding back free energy technologies in their aerospace and defense contractor program. So it just makes sense that they would be holding back some sort of medical technologies over here in secret pharmaceutical projects. So I enjoy the fact that people are expanding their thinking. They're waking up to big pharma. They're thinking that, wow, the deep state could be having secret stuff that they're not letting out to the public for various reasons. Power, money, control. But another thought I have on that, and important insights here, is that I see a lot of people waiting. They say, we're not going to be able to get rid of disease. We're not going to be able to heal, we're not going to be able to do this and do that until we get these cures from big pharma. And this is not the case. This is not the case at all. You don't need to wait for big pharma to put out anything or any sort of medical technologies to get disclosed to start healing right now. And I'm not saying that there aren't some breakthrough medical technologies that could get released someday that we could use to heal much easier. But what I'm saying is, don't underestimate the power of everything you have available to you right now to start making your life better, to start healing yourself with. There's so much out there, so many natural remedies available to you, again, at this very moment, that you could get and start implementing and start healing with. Herbs, don't underestimate the power of herbs. Plants, fungi, medicinal mushrooms, don't underestimate the power of those. Don't underestimate the power of just simply eating a bunch of organic food and juicing, wheatgrass, spirulina, Don't underestimate the power of oxidation therapies, food-grade hydrogen peroxide, MMS, various things like this. All of these are easily available to you. You can buy a lot of what I just said on the internet, have it shipped to your door. Again, lots of stuff out there, guys. You don't need to wait for anything to get disclosed by anybody. It's all about the choices you're making right now. And that sort of segues into the next idea I wanted to talk about in actually discussing curing. I don't like that idea. I don't like that word, cure. Frankly, I don't like it. If you listen to many of the videos I do on health and the way I'm talking to you here, I'm using words such as remedy or modality or healing, because that idea of curing, I find, always comes with so much preconceived notions, so much false connotation in people's minds, because it becomes an external savior sort of psyop. I see a lot of savior mentality in people's belief systems when it comes to curing. They think that this particular compound, this particular remedy is going to be the end-all, be-all cure for them. Even if it's natural. We could use hemp oil, Rick Simpson oil, for instance. They think that Rick Simpson oil is going to be the cure. You're going to be able to cure yourself with this external substance, this thing right here. And again, important insight, that's not the case. We need to dig a little deeper here and understand that the idea of curing is, well, one, I just don't like to say that in the first place, but the idea of healing doesn't come from one substance. It doesn't come from even an external source. It's an internal process, right? They often say, God's not external, it's internal. It's within. Healing, healing, enlightenment itself is not external. You're not going to get it from this little supplement here, or this modality, this remedy, it's an internal process. So what I mean by that, let me explain a little more so it doesn't sound so woo-woo. What I mean by that is, okay, let's go back to that Rick Simpson oil, or I could use vitamin B17, I could use whatever as the example here. It's not the point. The point is that compound is just a tool, right? It's not going to be the savior for you, but it's a tool that you're using to heal. But if you only use that one tool, you're not going to be able to build a house with a hammer with one tool. If you're trying to heal yourself, there's so much more involved than just one little compound. You can use that one compound to help you immensely. And then, of course, if it's natural and effective, it's going to be much better for you than whatever toxic junk the pharmaceutical industry wants you to put into yourself. But that compound has to go in hand with many other changes in your regimen. Healing is not one compound, it's a whole lifestyle change. Because if you have cancer, for instance, you're taking this Rick Simpson oil for it, okay, maybe the tumor goes away after a few months of use, but if you don't change any of your habits, if you don't change your lifestyle, if you don't change your internal processes that are causing you to live the life you're living, that disease is just going to come back. And maybe it'll come back as cancer again, or it could come back as something else. Disease is a systemic issue. You're not going to get rid of disease with one thing. It takes a whole holistic spectrum of changes. Let's look at that word of disease, dis-ease. Okay? Something is going wrong within the all connected systems of your body for that disease to manifest, whatever the disease is. But for that problem, that issue to manifest, that means that down the line, could be diet choices, could be lifestyle habits, could be your thought processes, could be what you're breathing in your environment, or, there's so many different things that go into dis-ease. So there's so many things that are going to go into healing dis-ease. You see what I'm saying? So don't let that savior psyop catch you up with one thing to let you think that's going to be the cure. Okay? It's not. There's a lot that goes into it. This is why the idea of holistic health is so powerful, and holistic health in general is becoming so popular because a lot of people are actually finding relief. They're finding healing with that. They're understanding that everything is connected. When you say everything is connected, that's just not a metaphysical or higher consciousness way of viewing our physical universe, but it's also a very important idea in how to view yourself. It's a very profound archetypal understanding, simply that everything is connected. So when you look at yourself, your body, understand that everything's connected. So if you're trying to heal, wow, we got to take care of our posture and our musculoskeletal system, exercise. We got to take care of our breathing. We got to take care of our thought patterns. We got to take care of our diet, our sleeping, our hydration. What's in our environment? Are there a bunch of harmful EMF waves around? So many different things. So that's what I wanted to offer you here in this video. Yes, I'm definitely wanting some breakthrough medical technologies that most likely exist to be released to the public. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to be able to heal these diseases much faster, much easier, but don't wait for that. You don't have to wait for that. You can start healing yourself right now. And to heal yourself, don't get caught up with one singular compound. Understand that there's a lot of things that go into it. And yes, natural remedies are going to be much safer for you and can still very well be effective, but don't bank on that. Don't bank on one singular thing, because then disease is just going to come back in a different form, in a different way, whatever the case is. We're trying to heal, period. We're trying to make you a healthy, whole human being, period. And to do that, there's a lot of little things to look at in regards to yourself and your life and your environment to make yourself that healthy, whole human being again. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, if you want more, let me know. Done.